Hello, children, and welcome back to the second part talking about BTS's discography. Woo! Oh, pardon me. So, this episode will go out on Wednesday. The other episode went out on Monday, which is a sign. If you ever want to know if a week is gonna be a free episode a week, I will upload on Monday instead of Tuesday. Instead, then it's like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So hopefully we can get a good portion of these ones done so we can then get it done in free. I can do words, so this will be from 2016 to 2019. Yeah, okay. So the most beautiful moment in life, Young Forever. It's the first special album by BTS. It was released on the 2nd of May 2016. Oh, I haven't introduced myself. Hi, I'm Sophie. I've been doing this podcast for 2 years. 2 years of my life spent doing this. You know, I really should stop thinking about this sort of stuff because I'm just gonna get sad. I've been into K-pops with BTS actually. It's a fun little aside if you haven't listened to every single one of the episodes, which fair enough. And a quick little rundown of how I got into K-pop. I was waiting for a therapy appointment when I decided to go and read some fan fiction. Listen. And I happened to read Gilmore Girls, and I saw BTS Sick Fix because that's just like what I was into. I still am to an extent, but like different groups obviously now. Um, and I just happened to like it, and they were referring to these songs, like these things that I just didn't understand. And I wasn't really reading them, but I was kind of getting sucked in a little bit. And then it was about a week later, and I decided, you know what, I'm gonna search it up and I'm gonna watch some videos. And I was like, I'm not gonna get obsessed because I'd just gotten out of my obsession with Riverdale. But you know, long story short, 5 years later, and we're here talking to you. As for the podcast, that was I was watching a girl called Eleanor Neal, who is a true crime like creator person. She does all about true crime, which is another one of my likes. I've always been into that sort of stuff. It's never really been like my full on special interest, but it is definitely one of those things that I've always just been into. So, like, if you said, I know a lot about obviously the well-known true crime stuff, and I also know a fair bit about like random true crime stuff. And also, there's this girl called Megan. She does, I don't know what her channel's called. Dark Asia by Megan, I think. Let's have a look. Is it on here? Did she release an episode or something? Did I delete her off of my subscription? Like on YouTube? I don't know. It probably is something like that. But yeah, I've been into more like Asian true crime because I know a lot about true crime like here in the Western world and like in America and actually a bit about Australian stuff. I don't know too much in like relation to European true crime, but um I do know stuff. I think it's Dark Asia by Megan. Dark Asia. Sorry if you could just hear that car. I got the window open because it was a little bit warm earlier. Oh, I am subscribed. Oh, I don't know why I didn't pop up then. To be fair, I don't know if I was fully one, knowing what I was looking at. I'm a bit tired. To be fair, I'm always tired. Anyway, that is how I got into K-pop through fanfiction. You know, there are a lot of like weird ways in which I got into doing stuff. As for Riverdale, I always knew that it was a weird show, and it wasn't until yeah, I don't think I watched it properly until the pandemic. It was only about a year that I was into it, and I've rewatched the show all the time, and now I can't watch it at all. It's so cringe. Um, yeah, I watched until I tried to watch it, but then it just got cringe. And the funny thing is that Riverdale is actually connected to BTS, but we will talk about that on Friday. So, first special album by them released on the 2nd of May 2016 with Fire serving as the album's title track and Save Me for the follow-up promotions and Plug Forever Young as the third single from the album. I think it was promoted, I don't know. Yeah, so just looking at it. Yes. So Save Me and Forever Young are like the songs from there that I like. House of Cards, I have listened to that one. And it's alright, it's a vocal track, and you know, I do appreciate that stuff. Anyway, next we have Youth, their second Japanese studio album, released on the 7th of September 2016, featuring singles for You, Need You, and Run, as well as original Japanese songs. Um, I have listened to the Japanese version of them, but they aren't my favourite um songs. But I mean, to be fair, I don't think one person can like the whole discography. But if you do, then good for you. I'm pleased for that for you. But you know, that isn't. I don't. I don't. I feel like I don't love all of their songs as much as like some armies do, which I'm pleased for that for you. I was into it for a while, and now, obviously, with them going away for so long, I was kind of able to experience different groups, and I think that definitely changed how I view them as a whole. But yes, Wings, their second studio album, released on the 10th of October 2016, with Blood, Sweat and Tears serving as the album's title track, and Am I Wrong and 21st Century Girl used as follow-ups in promotions. So, Boy Meets Evil. Oh my good lord. Yes, friendship, some as well. I have this like running joke with my parents because I didn't know. I couldn't remember the phrase je ne sais quoi, which is literally French for I don't know. It's like a term that's doing the Italian. It's a term that's used um when something is so special but you don't know how to express it. Like you say it has a certain je ne sais quoi to it. And this album most definitely has a certain je ne sais quoi to it. Um, so yeah, the songs I liked are Sly and BTS Cypher 4. Obviously Boy Meets Evil, Into the Twins. You know, I just like songs. I like music, and I do it a lot. I have a podcast dedicated to music, so yes, of course, I love it. But yeah. And the Best of BTS Korea edition is the second Japan compilation and first best album by BTS, and was released on the 6th of January 2017 and is in the Korean language, but obviously is released exclusively in Japan and contains singles from the album's To Cool School up until Wings. So it is hefty. Hefty boy. Only 14, the singles. Oh, right, yeah, no, no, it's just the songs. Yeah. I've had a long day, yeah. And then we have Best BTS Japan Edition, their third Japan compilation and second best album by them, released on the 6th of January 2017, with singles from the past Japan albums, from No More Dream to Youth. So it is 14 songs, okay. And then we have You'll Never Walk Alone, released. It's a repackage of their second studio album Wings, and was also released as the second special album of BTS, and was released on the 13th of February 2017, with Spring Day serving as the album's title track, and Not Today used as their follow-up track during promotions. Now, this is gonna sound like incredibly stupid, and I'm sure that it is like proven, but I heard somewhere that this song was written for the Sewell ferry accident. Talked about it? Does anyone know? Is anyone willing to tell me if I have? Because I can't remember. Um, yeah. It's about missing someone dearly and trying to do anything to be able to reach them, best friends, family, or significant others who have been separated can highly relate to this one. Is it? Was Spring Day about Sewell Ferry? Tell me. So they haven't confirmed it, but it's widely speculated that it is as a tribute to them. But it was kind of a while. Oh, it's remained on the annual chart for 9 consecutive years. That's nice. So yeah, I guess if it is, then that's cool. And if not, then it's still a nice song. And I'm pleased that some people feel that it helps them. Good. I'm pleased for that for you. And then we know, and then we have Chi Ase Namida, Blood, Sweat and Tears, the seventh Japanese single album released on the 10th of May 2017, with Blood, Sweat and Tears Japanese version serving as the single's title track. I'll have a look at them, but I will say I do like the regular album version better. So yeah, it's Blood, Sweat and Tears and Not Today. Then we have Love Yourself, starting the Love Yourself era. It's their fifth mini album by them, released on the 18th of September 2017, with DNA serving as the title track, and Mic Drop and Go Go were used as follow-up tracks during promotions. Now I do feel that this is really the album, the songs that really did start the Hallyu wave coming over to the West. I can't say for certain from lived experience because, like I said, I didn't really bother to take much notice in this kind of stuff. And you can call me like ignorant or whatever, I don't mind, you can say that to me and yeah, fair enough. But I'm kind of a bit sheltered, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, my parents never really, like, what I was into was primarily what my parents were into. And so, with them not obviously knowing what K-pop is, I didn't really understand kind of what was going on until, obviously, like, nowadays I do understand, and, you know, K-pop is really important to me. But, back then it wasn't as prevalent back then in, like, my small town. Definitely around the world, but, like, in my small town. Yeah. Okay, so for these songs, I love Serendipity. You know, I complain in my everyday life about Jimin's voice enough, which I won't get into now. But Serendipity, mm, yes, very nice. Yes, yes. Please do carry on. But yes. And as of 2022, the album has sold 2.973831 copies in only South Korea, and was the best-selling album of 2017 in Korea, and is currently the 8th best-selling album on South Korea of all time. Really? Okay. And next we have Might Drop, DNA, and Crystal Snow, which is the 8th Japanese single album by BTS, obviously. Released on the 6th of December 2017 with Might Drop Japanese version, DNA Japanese version, and Crystal Snow serving as the title track. Title tracks. Yeah. Next up we have is Face Yourself now. You know, Face Yourself. This one has a special place in my heart, and I'll tell you why. It's their third Japanese studio album released on the 4th of April 2018 and features the single Blood, Sweat and Tears and Might Drop, DNA and Crystal Snow, as well as new original songs. Let Go has to be the best Japanese exclusive song that a K-pop group has ever made. In my humble opinion, I don't know what about Japanese, like Japanese music for K-pop groups. It's like as in they reach into their fans' hearts, see what they love, takes it out, makes a song out of it, and makes it so good that it stomps on everything. Yeah. I also love watching their performances of Let Go, and it's beautiful. It's 10/10, and I have been tempted to buy the album several times just so I have a physical copy of Let Go. Okay. And next we have Love Yourself, Tia, a third studio album released on the 18th of May 2018 with Fake Love serving as the title track and Aeroplane Part 2 and Ampan Man used as follow-up tracks, and was a nominee for the Grammys Best Recording Package and the second best-selling album in 2018 in South Korea, and is currently the 7th best-selling album of South Korea history, selling 3.66245 copies in South Korea. 3,066,245, I should say. I just didn't want to say the fancy words, I'm sorry. The Truth Untold is on this album. I love it. Yes. Aeroplane Part 2. I actually preferred the Japanese version, but that's the one that I've listened to the most. And Pan Man, I love their performance of it for it was a radio thing, you know. And then Outro Tia. Again, it's the same as Let Go, it just is like oh, I just burped again, I'm so sorry. And next up we have is Love Yourself Answer, the second special album by BTS released on the 24th of August 2018 with Idol serving as the album's title track and I'm Fine used as the follow-up track, and it contains the tracks from the two other albums as well as 7 new songs and 3 new remixes. I also just took my hair out and holy shit, my scalp, ow, hurts. Ow. Oh, my hair smells so good. I washed it earlier. Lovely. Yeah, so did I mention Singularity? No, I didn't. Singularity, wonderful. Love that song. I'm Fine is 10/10. and Idol. I would say Idol is like the song that you think of when you think of what is like the song that kind of broke the Western world and made them realize what K-pop was. That is like that song. Obviously, we have like Gangnam Style, but if Gangnam Style and Idol are like they are the K-pop songs that you think of when perhaps someone says like, "Oh, this is what it is." You might have heard of these two songs, or at least heard their beats. Yeah. Okay, so "Waste It On Me" is a digital single released by Steve Aoki featuring BTS, obviously by Jungkook, RM, and Jimin. And it was added as a third track on Steve Aoki's fifth studio album, and was released on the 25th of October 2018, with the music video being released on the 19th of November 2018. Yeah, I like it. Yeah. I don't always know what to say. Next up, we have Fake Love with Aeroplane Part 2, their ninth Japanese single, released on the 16th of October 2018 digitally and physically on the 7th of November 2018, with Airplane Part 2 and Fake Love Japanese versions serving as the title tracks, as well as Idol Stadium Remix and Fake Love Japanese version remix. I believe this was also the. Oh, right, yeah. So it was originally called Bird, Fake Love Airplane Part 2, but the song Bird was removed from the tracklist after the producer Akimoto Yayushi faced right-winger accusations. Akimoto Yayushi, is he the bloke who made AKB48? Yes, he did, right. Yeah, so Yayushi Akimoto. I'm used to it being Yayushi Akimoto, sorry about that, but yeah. Not good, but I'm pleased that it was changed. So we have Waste It On Me Slushy Remix, released on the 7th December 2018, as well as Cheat Codes Remix on the 14th of December 2018, W&W Remix, released on the 21st of December 2018, the Steve Aoki The Bold Tender Sneeze remix, released on the 24th of December 2018. And for unknown reasons, the song has been unavailable on all official streaming sites until 2019 as a part of the compilation album Ultra Music Festival 2019. And now we're on to Map of the Soul Persona. I don't know what was wrong with me. Well, I know what's wrong with me. I'm autistic, but like, it's nothing really that was actually wrong per se. Um, I mean, I am weird. Yeah, I willingly went upstairs, put on my beach shoes, like to go out on the sand, and I went into the bath and I ran the tap to see if they were waterproof. They're not waterproof, but they are going to be better because they're going to be the shoes that are going to get sandy and wet instead of our regular shoes. So don't fully know as to why we bought them, but here we are. So Map of the Soul Persona is their sixth mini album, released on the 12th of April 2019, with Boy With Love featuring Halsey serving as the album's title track. And I still don't know how to say this name. Dionysus. I think that's how you say it. Served as the follow-up track during promotions. Now, this kind of comes into the territory of Sophie listened to this song when she first became a K-pop fan, and she did. I did. So like I had heard obviously some K-pop songs, but this was the first song that kept on being mentioned in the fanfiction that I mentioned. Was it this episode? I don't know. I've recorded like both parts today. This was the song that kept on getting referenced, so I was like, okay, well, I'll just listen to that one because that's the one that I'm being like told about, and I loved it. It is like I kind of thought that all K-pop performances were like that. I now know that they aren't. This one and Wonderland by 80s, they kind of are synonymous in the I guess the caricature of what K-pop could be like. But they are kind of outliers in their group's discography for being kind of strange. But you know, you got me into K-pop, so we love her. I really do. It's such a good song. Um, yeah, Microcosmos and Jamais Vu are my favourite songs from that album. Are we nearly done? Is this? No, no. No, it's fine. Dream Glow is the fifth digital single by Jin, Jimin, and Jungkook of BTS and English singer Charlie XCX. It was released on the 7th of June 2019 as the original soundtrack part 1 of the game BTS World, and was later added as the second track of BTS's soundtrack for BTS World. Okay. And next we have Brand New Day, the sixth digital single by J-Hope V and V of BTS and Swedish singer Zara Larsson, born, released on the 14th of June 2019 as part of the soundtrack and was later added on to the original soundtrack. And then we have All Night, the seventh digital single by RM and Sugar with Juice WRLD, released on 21st of June 2019 as part of the soundtrack. And next release mate, BTS World original soundtrack, which is the soundtrack album, obviously, for the mobile game BTS World, released on 28th of June 2019, with Heartbeat serving as the album's title track. And it's not considered a part of their official Korean discography as it is released in order to promote the game. But we're talking about it here because I want to, and it's my podcast, and that is what we do around here. So, Heartbeat, we love her. I love the music video, it's so weird. Please tell me we're nearly done because I've been talking for nearly an hour straight. Lights, Boy With Love, their 10th Japanese single album by BTS. It was released on the 3rd of July 2019 with Lights and Boy With Love, Japanese version serving as the album's title track. Singles. And is certified million by the RIAJ for the shipment of 1 million copies. Which is nice. It also has Idol, Japanese version. And I do like Lights. It's cute. Yeah, I'm just shrugging. You can't see me, but I'm just shrugging. I'm like, And next we have is Make It Right by Live, their 8th digital single featuring Lauv, released on the 18th of October 2019 as a remix of Make It Right, the track from Rapper Soul Persona. Yeah. And then we have the EDM remix released on the 1st of November 2019. An acoustic remix on the 8th of November 2019. And then we move on to. Oh! Actually, no, we are at the end. So we have like 2020, the start of 2020 till today, left for Friday's episode. I'm gonna have to talk about that tomorrow because I am about to watch The Apprentice with my mummy. And I like that. I like doing I want to watch The Apprentice. So yeah, thank you as always for listening, and I'll talk to you guys again very, very soon with part 3. Bye!